Okay, hai, Assalamualaikum. Saya Syafarina binti Rizwan dan tim member saya.
Sofia Adisa.
Siti Noridina.
Nurul Syafiqah.
Nama saya Muhammad Hasif Takiuddin.
Dan nama saya Muhammad Aiman bin Alias.
Organization structure is a method or a way by which organizational activities are divided or organized and coordinated. The organization creates the structure to coordinate the activities of work, factor, and control the member performance. The structure concept can be used for everything. For example, a building is a structure of the relationship between foundation, skeleton, ceiling, and wall. The body of human is structure consists of the relation between bones, organ, blood, and tissue. Method by which organizational activity are divided, organized, and coordinated. Next is organization structure definition. Organizational structure definition are divided by two. First, we have the framework of the relation of job, system, operating processes, people, and group making effort to achieve the goal. Second is organizational structure refer to the model of internal relation of organization, power, relation and reporting, formal communication channel, responsibility and decision making. The conceptual of organizational structure is the manifestation of systematic thinking. Organization consists of elements, relation between element and structure, of relation as a generality composing a unit. The three dimensions of the study are following. Hierarchy dimension. It shows a relative rank of organizational unit by similar method of organizational chart. Secondly, a functional dimension. It shows different work that are performed in organization. Last but not least, inclusion dimension. The close or a far distance of each person in organization of central core organization. The proper combination of dimensions show formal structure as a manifested in organizational chart. The reality is that there are many organizational forms and they cannot be easily explained by organizational chart. That's all for me. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Okay, next I will present about dimension of organization structures. It is manifested by organization chart. It has three principles, which is organization structure, determine formal relation and reporting in organization, and it shows the number of levels in hierarchy, and it defines the span of control managers. The second principle is that it must determine the position of people as working in group in a unit, and it's divide the unit in the entire organization. The third and the last principle will be must include the design of the system by which all units are coordinated and effective relation in organization is guaranteed. Okay, organization structure can be affected by the goals, strategy, environment, technology, and organization size. These are the variable keys and the content base indicate the entire organization as its position between the organization and the environment. Content variable can be important as they show organization and the environment, which are structural variables. Okay, the structural variables indicate the internal features of an organization and present a basis by which the organization can be measured, and their structure features can be compared with each other. Okay, the content variables affect structural variables. Complexity, formality, and centralization are important examples of content variables. Content variables affect structural variables, and by their combination, different type of structural design are created. Thank you. That's all.
About different types of organizational structures. Types of social structures. Types of social structures are divided into three parts, which are simple structure, functional structure, and the last one is multidivisional structure. For simple structure, it characterized by flexible relations and minimal hierarchy, promoting direct coordination and informal supervision. For functional structure, it organizes activities based on logical work functions, enhancing efficiency and specialization. For the last one, multidivisional structure. It incorporates separate functional structures reporting to a central center, distributing decision-making responsibilities. Structural forms are divided into two parts, which are theoretical forms and practical organization structures. For theoretical forms, it's also divided into two parts, which are organic structure and mechanistic structure. For organic structure, it promotes collaboration, flexibility, informal communication, and decentralized decision-making. For mechanistic structure, it exhibits horizontal differentiation, rigid relationships, formal communication, and centralized decision-making. For practical organizational structure, it also divided into two parts, which are based on 5 sections of organization and grouping of activities. For based on 5 sections of organization, it have operation core, strategy apex, middle line, technostructure, and support staff. For grouping activities, it each influencing organization control and structure design. New structures is emerged from the 1980s onwards, aimed at enhancing organizational effectiveness. New structures are divided into 3 parts, which are team structure, virtual organization, and no boundaries organization. For team structure, it breaks down barriers, decentralized decision making, and empowers teams to make informed decisions. For virtual organization, it is a small and central organization providing its main resources from other organizations. A virtual organization is centralized in terms of structure and rarely has its specialized unit. For the last one, no boundaries organization. In this organization, commanding chain is eliminated and there is no control, and the teams with high autonomy are replaced by centers.
So the next part is structural models. Structural models give the main importance to organizational structure, but the key elements are consistent with the main features of each formal models. So based on Bowell and Dill, they believe that the structural view is based on 5 hypotheses. So the first one is the organization exists to achieve the predetermined goals. The second one is a structural form based on a specific set of conditions is designed. The third one is the environmental coefficient and individual priority are restricted by reasoning norms. Next one is specialization enables of high level of specialization and individual performance. So the last one is coordination and control are necessary for effectiveness. So basically, structural assumption of Bowman and Dill include bias of goal, reasoning, power, and referring to the system consistent with the main goals of formal models. So the next slide is the main goals of formal models. For this part of model, Baker and Kogan propose a structural model with 4 levels. For the first level is central level, including the national and local power as having general planning. The second one is the institution is defined in law and association. So the next one is the main unit correspond with educational groups and faculty members of educational groups and display units in schools. The last one is individual level, including teacher, students, or employees of support. However, from point of view, Baker and Kogan consider mostly the teacher as they play the main role in forming curriculum and academic policy. Those structural model define operating and strict method because the strict method is associated with the supervision and maintaining the value in the system. So the next slide is determining factors of structure. So this part is Peter Drucker proposed 2 types of structure that are tools to achieve the short and long-term goals of the organization. Thus, any discussion should be regarding goals and strategy in the structure. So there is 2 types of structure, which is the first one is strategy and second is size. So untuk yang strategy, the process of determining fundamental long-term goals, taking method, allocation of required sources to achieve goals. The strategy refer to a final result and tools. So the next one is size. There are 4 elements. So the first one is
physical capacity of the organization. It contains the number of the hospital, number of production lines, lepas tu ada number of university classes. So the next one is the existing employees in organization. The most common part-time staff, seasonal business and industry type. And then the third one, organization, input and output. The last one is materialistic and financial resources. So the next one is the size of an organization is effective in its structure. So there are three. The first one is technology, second environment, and the third one is control power. So the first one is technology. It refers to the information, equipment, techniques, and processes. And then the second one is there are two types of environment. The first one is general environment. So all effective condition on the organization, but their differences was not clear to the organization. The next one is specific environment. It is a part of organization environment associated directly with the organization to achieve its goal. Next one is control power. It is the best condition of four previous factors, which is strategy, size, technology, and environment.
So we move to the formalization tool of the organization. So the first point is organization structure charter. In the organization structure charter, they have organization chart. And organization chart is a visual representation of the organization structure of an organization. It shows the relationships and hierarchy between different role, departments and individual within the organization. Typically, it includes boxes or circles representing position or roles in the organization. So it helps people understand the chain of command, communication, channels and reporting structure within the organization. Alright, the second point under the organization structure charter is the system architecture chart. So basically the system refers to a visual representation or diagram that illustrates the structure, components and interactions of the system used within the organization. So it provides an overview of the technology infrastructure and system architecture deployed across the organization and support its operation objective. Next, we move to second formalization tool of the organization, which is organization guide. So organization guide, also known as an employee handbook or organizational manual. It is a comprehensive document that provides information and guidance on various aspects of the organization. For example, it serves as a reference for employees, outlining policies, procedures and expectations, and also resources available within the organization. So in organization guide, it consists 3 points. The first one is organization goals. So organization goals define the overarching objective in the organization, including its missions, vision and core values. This section sets the direction and purpose of the company. And second one, they have procedure and policies. So procedure and policies is basically outline the rules and guidelines that govern the behavior and operation of the organization. This can cover areas such as HR, policies, code of conduct, safety procedures, and operation protocols. And the last one, they have charts. Charts basically provide a visual representation of the company structure, illustrating reporting relationships, departments, and key roles. So this can help employees understand where they fit within the organization and who they report to.
So I will continue about re-engineering part. We embark on a journey into the realm of organizational behavior re-engineering, a crucial process for organizations striving to adapt and thrive in a rapidly changing environment. Okay, next, re-engineering overview. As its core, re-engineering entails a series of strategic tasks aimed at reshaping internal processes and controls within an organization. This often involves transitioning from traditional vertical structure and hierarchies to more flexible and adaptable horizontal arrangement. among key elements of successful re-engineering. To execute re-engineering effectively, we must address several key components. The first one is what should be changed. So we need to identify specific areas within the organization that require transformation to enhance efficiency and effectively. Number two is how is this change made? So we need to implementing methodologies and strategies to enact the desired changes, ensuring seamless integration into existing processes. I will continue with number three is by which tool is the change made. So we need to leveraging appropriate tools and technologies to facilitate the re-engineering process, optimizing productivity and resource utilization. Number four is why is this change made? So we need to understanding the underlying motivation and objective driving the need for change, aligning organizational goals with a strategy initiative. Number five is when do the changes occur? So we need to establishing clear timeline and milestones for the implementing of a re-engineering initiative. So we need to ensure timely execution and minimal disruption. The last one is where is the change made? So we need to focusing re-engineering efforts on key operational areas and departments. We also need to maximizing impact and effectiveness. So I will continue with conclusion. In conclusion, re-engineering is not only essential for organizational success but also plays a crucial role in shaping societal structures. By embracing re-engineering principles, we can create more streamlined and adaptable organization capable of thriving in diverse environment. Thank you for your attention. That's all from our group. Thank you.